All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakodas. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere Shalom to all the Akim out here that's doing and pushing this work in truth and in sincerity. I want to go on this video, okay, about the topic of the law and why it can't save you. Okay, our righteousness is not of the law. Okay, that don't mean that we just throw the law away. We try our best, to the best of our ability, to keep the law. Okay, but when we go into the scriptures, okay, the laws, statutes, and commandments were given unto the Israelites. Okay, and that's coming from out of Egypt. Okay, the Lord he gave the Israelites the laws, statutes, and commandments on how they supposed to live, conduct themselves, right? And the people that saw the salvation, right, they saw the thunderings, okay, all the great and wonderful works that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has done, okay, for his people. They still didn't believe, even though that they had the laws. They were given the laws, okay. Now, we always make the the connection that Israelites didn't you had Israelites that kept the law, and they put Yahweh Shah to death. Okay, Yahweh Shah is the one who the world intimately calls Jesus. Okay, but the connection of Israelites coming from out of Egypt, okay, and they were given the law, statutes, and commandments, and they still didn't have faith, okay, and they didn't make it into the promised land. And that is a clear cut to IUIC and Sakari. That is a clear cut to them, because they think that it's all about the laws. Israelites that had the laws given to them, okay, they didn't believe. Okay, now we go into the book of Numbers 14, right? I got the KJV version, okay, but I got the AMP translation pulled up as well, okay, which I like the AMP translation personally, okay, and I'm gonna read it in the amplified version, okay. This is Numbers 14:1. It says, "Then all the congregation of Israel raised their voices and cried out, and the people that wept that night, all the Israelites murmured and discontent against Moses and Aaron, and the whole congregation said to them, Oh, that we had died in the land of Egypt, or that we had died in this wilderness." Right? Because they was in the wilderness for a while. Okay. And one of the things about the truth is patience. Patience pays off. Okay, enduring unto the very end. Patience, long suffering. Okay, in this truth we have to endure unto the very end. Okay, even unto death. Strive for the truth even unto death. Okay, but the Israelites were in the wilderness for a while. Okay, and it says Why is the Lord bringing us to this land of Canaan to fall by the sword? Our wives and children will become plundered, or will become plunder, right? In the KJV it says, "I pray." Would it not be better for us to return to Egypt? Right? It says, "So they said one to another, let us appoint a new leader and return to Egypt." Right? And this is after the Lord done destroyed Egypt. They wanted to appoint a new leader and go back. It says, "Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the Israelites. Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, who were among those who had spied out the land, tore their clothes as a sign of grief. And they spake to all the congregation of the sons of Israel, saying, The land through which we passed as spies is exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey." Right? And that's one thing, you don't know whether or not the Lord is take delight in you. Okay? Uh, you could go out to war, right? You don't know when you go out to war, you don't know whether or not that's your last day coming home. Okay? that you don't know whether or not you're gonna make it home after going out to battle. Okay? You have to, be courageous. Okay? Because you could come home, but you could come home uh tore up. Okay? You could lose a limb or whatever the case may be. Okay? And guess what? If that happens, then what is that? That is a judgment from the Lord. Okay? You're supposed to, put your life on the line for the Lord. Right? So back then, they ain't want to fight for some didn't want to fight. Okay? They didn't want to die, I should say. It says, if the Lord delights, it says, only do not rebel against the Lord, and do not fear the people of the land, for they will be our prey. Their protection has been removed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them. But all the congregation said to stone Joshua and Caleb with stones. Right? They ain't believe. After the Lord did all these wonderful things, man, they didn't believe. What about Jericho? Okay, when they circled around Jericho, okay, and the walls of Jericho ended up falling down. They saw that with their own two eyes, okay, and they went in and were able to overtake the people of Jericho. Okay? But those people still didn't make it, only Joshua and Caleb. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? It says, but the glory and the brilliance of the Lord appeared at the tent of meeting, right? The tabernacle, right? It says, before all the sons of Israel, right? They wanted to stone Joshua and Caleb after telling them that the Lord is with us. Okay, and we could go take these heathens down, right? It says, the Lord said to Moses, how long will these people treat me disrespectfully and reject me? And how long will they not believe in me, despite all the miraculous signs which I have performed among them? The Lord done did many wonderful signs, and these people didn't believe. They hard-hearted. Okay? and that pissed the Lord off, man. Okay? It says, I will strike them with the pestilence which is a plague, and this possess them, uh, and will make you into a nation greater and mightier than they. Right? That always been in the Lord's uh, mind, to get rid of the undesirables. Okay, and that's what's going to happen. He's going to get rid of the undesirables. He's actually going to make that happen. Okay, he's actually going to get and keep the ones that are faithful. Okay, the scripture says the Lord knows them that are His. So He's going to get rid of these people that don't have faith. Okay, though these people, they coming out of Egypt, fresh out of Egypt, right? Got the fringes on, eating the dietary laws, and all of this, and they still don't got the faith, right? It says, but Moses said to the Lord, then the Egyptians will hear of it, for by your strength you brought up these people from among them, right? And the scriptures also say that judgment must first begin at the house of Israel. Okay. And it's going to be a lot of Israelites that's going to be getting judged. Okay. And I would believe that even to the point where people that don't know that they are Israelites, they will look at it and say, oh man, they getting what they deserve. Okay. The Israelites are getting what those Hebrew Israelites are getting what they deserve. Right? And the ones, because you don't have the faith, man. Okay? And there's a judgment coming from the Lord ultimately. Okay, that's why we, hope and pray for the Lord to protect us. Okay, because we don't know whether or not He's going to, We have faith. We know who we worship. We know when we go into the scriptures of, Him doing these things before, who's called on the name of the Lord, and He's forsaken them. Those who call on Him in truth and sincerity. Okay, we know that He's going to protect the elect. Let me say that. We don't know whether we are of the elect or not, but He's going to protect them. Okay. It says, for by your strength you brought up these people from among them, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of this land that that they have heard that you, Lord, Yahweh, are among these people of Israel, that you, Lord, are seen face to face, while your clouds stand over them, and that you go before them in a pillar of cloud by day, and a pillar of fire by night, which is a miraculous sign, right? These people still don't believe, man. But you want to go back to Egypt. That shows you that it had to be a major stronghold for them to want to go back to Egypt, okay? On their mind, it says, now if you kill these people as one man, then the nations, right, the heathens that have heard of your fame will say, because the Lord was not able to bring these people into the land which He promised to give them, therefore He slaughtered them in the wilderness. The Lord did all these things. He wasn't able to deal with these people, so He just killed them. Okay? But now, please let the power of the Lord be great, just as you have declared, saying, the Lord is slow to anger and abundant in loving kindness, forgiving wickedness and transgression. But He will by no means clear the guilty, avenging the wickedness of and guilt of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generations, that is, calling the children to account for the sins of their fathers. Right? Because a lot of these people don't realize that when you get a judgment, right, it's because of your past life. Okay? you come back and you face whatever judgment it is that the Lord has set up for you. Okay? And the thing is, we have to repent and try to get back on the Lord's good side. Okay? It says, please pardon the wickedness of and guilt of these people according to the greatness of your love and kindness, just as you have forgiven these people from Egypt until now. So the Lord said, I will pardon them according to your word, right? And they were speaking for these wicked people, right? And the Lord, let it be, right? It says, but indeed, as I live, all the earth will be filled with the glory of the Lord. Okay? So the Lord ain't playing no games. And, at that point in time, it was, it is what it is. But right now, this is the end all be all. Ain't no laws gonna save you niggas, man. And that's what people fail to realize. These Israelites had the laws. They were the first ones to get the law, right? And that didn't do anything. That got them nowhere. Okay? But the ones who were able to go into the promised land was Joshua and Caleb from out of that generation. Okay? They were the only two. Okay? So with that, I just wanted to do this quick little video, man. Okay? Lord willing, this is edifying. Okay? That whole chapter is pretty much good, But I just wanted to make that quick point, man. I want to say shalom until next time.